Hey y'all, it's Donnie. I am back today showing you yet another portion of my room. This is that little desk over in the side that had a whole mess of stuff on it. This is in that bump out that is the part of my basement that has no windows. It is not lit very well, and so if it looks like a 9 millimeter, is that what we were raised with, y'all? The 9 millimeters with the spotlight on it. Sorry about that. That's about all the light I can get over here without it looking really horrible. I wanted to show y'all not just what I've done to the desk. That's still a work in progress because it's not going to stay that way. But I wanted to show y'all how I put together a vignette. I'm in the works of it on the desktop, because I like to display my room in vignettes or just decorated portions. And I like attention drawn to certain things. I like the pretty stuff out and the day-to-day work stuff put up. And so if it's lace, it's probably out. If it's shiny, it's probably out. But I have a number of collections, and I'd like to show some of those off bit by bit. I used to host a party called Pearls and Lace Thursday on my blog. I no longer do that, not with the move and life happening. I have had to quit doing that. But now that I have YouTube, I wondered if I could do something similar to that and maybe call it like a show and tell or something. I don't know. If y'all have ideas, or if you don't like it, let me know. I enjoy doing stuff like this. I just don't normally think to do it. I've been busy crafting, and I need to take a break. So I thought I'd try to do something and make it a little different. I haven't seen anything like this quite yet on YouTube, but I thought I'd check and see what I might do. I apologize if I hit the camera. I have it at a very strange angle and in a different part of my room, obviously. And anyway, what I start out doing is, in my mind, I start thinking, what do I want to do? Sometimes my thoughts have gone to something I've recently bought. For example, these. I haven't showed these yet. Nor have I shown these off very well yet. So I'm going to take those. And I'm going to set these aside because, oh, and these roses, excuse me, I got to get these out of there. I don't want them to get crunched up. And I might use them. So the first thing I do, I think of a backdrop. Sometimes I use let me see if I can sneak this up here and show it to you. You'll know what it is. It's just a piece of foam board with, this happens to have a lot of hymns from an old hymn book on it. I just glued them on a foam board, and I use this for a backdrop frequently. So it can be something as simple and easy as a foam board with something pretty on it, a piece of fabric. That's what I'm going to do today. This one happens to be a velvety type of material, and I don't know what to call it. Ooh, that's shiny. Oh, there's so many things to choose from, but I gotta make it quick. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is drape. I want this to out of the way. I'm gonna drape my fabric in such a way that I will have platforms of different heights to put things. And no, I didn't think about this ahead of time. I just chose to use this spot, and I wanted to see what I could do. I have used, you want to see that while I talk? This is a recent purchase. Isn't that wonderful? A little hat. Maybe from the 40s or 50s, sequined. Okay. But anyway, usually what I do is I try to either stack books or objects under my material, my cloth, whatever I want to use for the backdrop. I stack it in different heights. So that I can play with it. And I want everything set to its best advantage. And I think on different scales as well as colors. And those are the two main things I think about. What am I going to showcase and how do I want it displayed? Yes, but the color scheme. Like, I don't want to put something in my vignette that's got an oddball color to it. And so I may even give a peek through the lens of a camera, which I'm doing now. I'll draw that a little closer and maybe it'll look a little better. And then as I start putting things down, I go from large to small. Something large might be books, a stack of books inside that are of a color range that would go with my vignette. Or it might be something like a fabric covered box. Let me see if sorry if the shadows are causing the pain on that. My head shadowed in that because I felt the heat. Let's see how that might look. Maybe something like that. That's one of my favorite little boxes. It's got the prettiest fabric on it. And then yes, it has lace on the inside. Little tiny ones I've put in here. I like to use pictures, especially on these cabinet cards. And these little girls are precious. They're sisters. And I'm sorry about all the shadows. I hate working with shadows because they're such a pain. If she tilts a little. Let's put you over by the roses maybe. I'll play with that and see if I like it. Sometimes I'll bring in a bit of interesting handwriting. I love this, but I don't have a big enough flat spot to use yet. And I'm looking around to see what I've got. Sometimes printed materials look pretty, especially those old things like that. Because of my subject material, I generally, because I hosted a pearls and lace party, I add pearls and I add lace. I also add buttons, sewing items, satin pieces of ribbon, or just kind of looking around to see what I've used before. Just anything you want to show off. And I also try to use china. China adds a lot. Get ready for the big shadow. I'm going to step up here and grab this. I need both. Reach for my pearls at the same time. Those are pink and cream. My favorite color combo. Oh, let's ooze these out of this little drawer. How about? Let's see if I can get them to do that. Oh, that's sweet. And then I've got her in shadow again, but I can always change my camera. I hope that's not making it look bad for y'all. And then, like I said, I love to use china. I think I'm going to switch that. No, it needs to have something under it, doesn't it? Face it into the picture. This may not turn out very well, y'all, but I won't know unless I try. How about this for a gorgeous, let me get closer, gorgeous piece of lace. I mean, this is probably something that should have cost a lot. It couldn't have to me because I ended up with it. Oh, and let me tell you what I did spend some money on today. Don't tell my husband. Psh. I bought some spools, bobbins. I bought, not like this, I bought those pre-cut bobbins that are different sizes, even gigantic ones, that you can put your laces on. And I bought quite a few, and I bought some boxes, and they have to be decorated. Is that not going to be fun? Put some shiny, something shiny there. I like adding spools, a lot of spools sometimes. I love that look. Needs more lace. Try this piece. This is the other piece I got in the same grouping that is exquisite. Let me find the front. That's it. I hope y'all get to see that. I actually can see my camera halfway right now, so I'll try to show it, but I'm probably in a shadow. But this is a lovely collar. I'll try draping that up there. I really hope my face did not get in there. Okay. I need more shine, more bling. I need shiny, pretty, maybe these. These are silk threads. They aren't named, but they are 100% silk, and they are delicate and gorgeous. Maybe I'll stand one up and lay one down. Some of the items I've used are as simple as rocks, pretty little stones, or little knickknacks, things that I grew up with. Some have been figurines, framed items, pictures, just all kinds of stuff. But as you see, little by little, it's getting there. And I kind of need to keep the rule of 3 in mind as well. Some of y'all are very familiar with that. And I've used it before somewhere. I can't remember what, maybe I was talking about a page I was working on. Odd numbers look best if you group things in odd numbers. For example, those 3 pictures. So far I have 2 pieces of pretty lace. I'll need to add another, and sometimes I may add 5 or, you know, more. More is better. My little girls, I think, need to have some lace behind them, and that'll make the pink around their frames show off better. Let's see, I've got this one sitting out. Show you that one. Isn't that sweet? I hope this is in focus. And let's give that one, since I've got light color here, I'm going to try to stay out of the picture and reach as far as I can. Maybe I can get it right about there. Let's see. Oh, I bet I got in that. I don't want to be in the picture. I don't like that. Okay. Oh, here's a nice piece. And that'll be a 3rd white. 1, 2, 3, 4 laces. Not a set in stone rule, but play around with this a little. This hat might need to go. Let me see. Whoever these little girls were, aren't they precious? The 3 sisters, I just love them. I was so excited that I got to purchase those. They were just so sweet. Let's see. And y'all, all I'm doing is just looking over at my pile here that I had put together, the last of it, so that I could get the stuff put together for the party that's coming up. Karen Valentine, who has a blog that I can't recall the name of off the top of my head like this. Oh, I was just over there too. She has hosted a party called Where Bloggers Create. And that party has lasted now for years. And I've been a part of it for a few of those years. And I have loved it because it makes me clean up my room. That's a pretty little pink piece. If y'all have never seen the craft rooms of a lot of people that do all kinds of different things, show off their rooms. Oh my, this is like the thing to do. If you can't sleep, if you have a rainy day and you can't do anything, go to Karen Valentine's blog and check out previous years and this current year that's coming up on July 15th. I hope I'm right. She will add the party to her blog, and we will all be showing off our rooms, and I hope you go and visit and see it. I will put the information down below so that y'all won't miss that, because it is well worth investing some time in. I will be joining that one if all goes well, and if I ever finish my craft room. Here's a few more. These are appliques. I got these off of Etsy, and just recently, I think, just recently. They are exquisite. Boy, they are gorgeous. I don't know if that's even in the picture or not, but I'm sticking it right there. Got 4 of these ones. They are gorgeous. One of the other things, see, that's not even hardly showing. I should have probably just put a doily or something under there, but for now I'm going to leave it. One of the other things I try to recall as I'm doing this is that I'm doing it for fun. I'm not trying to show off anything at all. God has blessed me and my husband with being able to be home. I do not have to work full time, and I'm very thankful for that. I have some time that I can spend doing these things, and it is a huge blessing, and all the glory for that goes to the Lord. It is a huge blessing to be able to do that, and I love sharing things like this with y'all, whether it's a blog or a YouTube video or on Facebook. I started to do Facebook a little bit here and there. It's not my favorite avenue of obtaining information or giving information. I don't like the drama that can happen on Facebook. So I try to keep up with our families. We have distant, very distant relatives that are hard to keep up with now that we have moved. And that seems to be one of the only ways I can do so, is through Facebook. We don't even call, we text. And even my kids are texters, so I had to learn to text. Not great, but it's communication, right? I can't decide what it needs. Y'all are probably saying, oh, try this or that. Let me see how it looks in the video. The backdrop on my wall did well. The Bible verses that I put on the wall, that looks good. I don't know, y'all. What do you think? You think that's about, well, here it is almost 20 minutes in. I could probably end it right here. But anyway, this is kind of sort of how I go about making a vignette for my blog posts. And just a little show and tell to show y'all what I've been working on, what I got new maybe, and just making something pretty. So the next thing I'll probably do is make photographs of it and put it on my blog. So, and that's another thing I do. I'll when I do the photos, I'll take them from far away. I'll take them from above, below, side to side, and then I'll go in for closer shots and try to find a pretty angle that shows a close-up of, for example, if I'm going to look at those 2 spools of thread up on top of that box, I want to catch a part of the box underneath those threads, and I want to catch the threads and the lace. And another thing I do and have done on my blog, and I'm going to do it in this too, is I share a verse of scripture, and I do it using some old-fashioned scripture cards that have been, I'm going to just hold it up there, that have been collected in little boxes. I think they were supposed to be memory verses, but this is the one I want to share today. For by grace are you saved through faith, and that not of yourselves. It is the gift of God, not of works, lest any man should boast. And I love this little Bible. It is the sweetest thing. This is from Ephesians 2, 8, and 9, if y'all want to know. So, there's my Bible verse. I want to set it right here. And if you've ever seen my blog, you'll remember that you've seen these before. So, that's a part of my... Actually, it's not in the picture, is it? Those didn't make it. Let's just see if that'll work. Put it right here. That'll work good. Anyway, I hope y'all liked this. If you did not, tell me. Just say so in a comment. Say, really, I don't like it. I didn't find anything interesting in it, and I don't think I'd watch more. Or let me know if you do like it, and I'll do another one. But at this point, I'm going to stop the video. I'm going to say thank you to all of you who have subscribed to me. I'm in awe that y'all have looked at my craft room, because that has now almost got 300 views, or has reached 300 views. And my craft room's a mess, and y'all wanted to see it? Couldn't believe that. So hopefully I'll get that finished up here soon, and I'll have a video showing the finished craft room, at least as far as I can get with it. I'm having a struggle with my storage at the moment, and I don't know what to do. But anyway, this is the first one of the show and tells, and if you like it, let me know. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your comments. I really appreciate it. I feel like I know some of y'all so well now. And Carol Ann, for you, I think I fixed the shelf. So thank you for your comments. I really, truly appreciate it. Take care. Bye-bye.